Hey book besties, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kyin and this is Kyin is Booked. It's time for my August hopefuls, okay? This list is really short. I confess I also don't have our book club pick on here for The Good, the Bad, the Smutty because I think Jess and I agreed to something, but it's late my time and I didn't want to text her and ask for clarification. So just know I'm talking about 6 books, but there is a 7th somewhere out there in the world that will also for sure be read by me because I always read the book club pick even if I don't love it. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm not really rambling, but we're gonna get to the heart of it. So the first book on my August hopefuls list is Heat of the Everflame, which is the 3rd book in the Kindred's Curse series by Penn Cole. I just finished the first book in July, so I'm hoping before the end of July I can finish the second one, or like, you know, into August, it doesn't really matter at this point, and then read the 3rd one in August. She just got picked up traditionally though, and the 4th book was supposed to come out literally on my birthday, July 31st. But I noticed it's not. I'm looking over here because I noticed it's not listed on Amazon anymore. So I must have missed an announcement where it's been like put on hold or something due to the fact that she's being picked up traditionally. So book 3 follows, and here's the thing, like I can read the synopsis, but like none of it's making sense to me because I haven't finished the 2nd book, which I'm totally fine with. So I guess like DM at this point in time is gonna have to go on this like really wild adventure of trying to find out her bloodline and trying to find out like who her dad actually is, because this is a huge like contention point within the series because she was perceived to have been immortal like her entire life, right? So she had no magic, no nothing, right? And then all of a sudden her bloodline comes into question because maybe that has changed a little bit. So I don't want to say too much because like I said, this is the 3rd book in the series. I did just finish the 1st book, which is the story where we meet DM and she is a mortal healer and she lives within the mortal city. There are 9 realms, and within those 9 realms, a queen or a king who is considered to be the most powerful will rule within that realm. And when that king or queen dies, then the magic will automatically move to the next powerful person and then they become the new king and queen, right? And everybody's expecting when the king, who is currently sick and like literally on his deathbed, when he passes away, his nephew, Prince Luther, is supposed to take over because he is arguably the strongest person within the realm. So there's a little bit more that happens. Obviously, I don't want to give away too much because the ending is very dramatic. As somebody who is a dramatic person, I really loved it. So really hoping to read the 3rd book in that series. Next, Lady of Embers by Melissa Roach. So this is book 4 in the Lady of Darkness series. And I binge read the first 3 in July and I'm 20% into this book. I don't know what I got distracted by. And this is the problem with being a mood reader. I picked up something else and like read a chapter or 2 and then just like never came back to this one. So I do want to read it. This is a Lady of Darkness series and the 1st book is Lady of Darkness, and this follows one of the wraiths of death and how she lives within a mortal land and can't enter the Fey world. She meets a few people that are perceived as mortals, but are they? There's enemies, lovers, there's trainer, trainee, there's a bunch of like different kind of things that happen in this one. And I really did enjoy the series, Lady of Darkness for sure, as I am on the 4th book. So I would really like to finish this in August. So that is the reason why I ended up on this hopefuls list. Next, we have The Veiled Kingdom by Holly Renee. I'm not going to go into this because I want to say this is like the 3rd hopefuls list this book has made it on. It's enemies to lovers. She's the princess of the king that they all hate and she finds herself as part of the rebellion. But she has a sworn duty to serve her country, but isn't the rebellion her country? And should she be falling for the rebellion leader's son? Or should she be thinking about like what her dad would think and all of that? So it has all that enemies to lovers goodness. I really enjoyed the 1st series I read by Holly Renee. Was her Stars and Shadows series. Really love that one. Enemies to lovers, brothers betrothed, that whole situation. So I really feel like I'm gonna enjoy this one. It's literally on my Kindle Unlimited, and I bought this like really pretty hardback from her at Raiders Take Denver, and it has this like sick art right here. And I just haven't read it yet. I don't know. What am I waiting for? Can't tell you. Next up, I want to read State of Suspense by Marie Forrest. So this is book 7 in the First Family series. I went through like a whole binge, I want to say November, December of last year, and we first meet Nick and Sam in the Fatal series, and then it spins off to the First Family series. So the Fatal series has 16 books, and this one has 7. This is the 7th book. They're coming off like a vacation at like Dewey Beach House, and they come into the death of a prosecutor, Tom Forrester, who Sam's worked with on like a bunch of the cases because she's still working within the department. And it is the mystery of his death. And then also they have their first like dinner at the White House where she has to be the first lady. I think the Canadian Prime Minister is coming in, so she has to balance like this murder investigation with also her first lady duties. So really excited to kind of jump back into this world. I'm a huge Nick and Sam stan. I really do think that you should start it from the beginning, like all the way back in the Fatal series. I really, really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Super excited to jump into this one. Next up, I need to read Caution to the Wind. I haven't obviously read it yet. Who is she? I'm a huge Gianna Darling stan, as you can tell. She's wonderful in person too. Like, honestly, like just loves her readers. I've met her twice, and I'm gonna see her again in Orlando in March. So really excited about that. So Caution to the Wind. Oh my gosh, why can I not remember? May and, oh my God, I cannot believe I sat down not realizing who is who. What the, do we not, hello? Oh my gosh, I'm not even gonna cut this out. You're gonna watch. What the? Henning. I know that's not the hero's name. Okay, so I'm gonna put them on here for you because like I literally cannot figure out why I can't remember his name. Anyways, he's my best friend's dad. So he's the best friend's dad, part of the Fallen Men. I really think the only reason why I haven't read it is simply because it's just like such a chonky book, but I've been reading fantasy romance like it's going out of style, and literally the second book in the Everflame series is like close to 700 pages. So really the big books is just not a good excuse anymore. So we're gonna need to read this one, mostly because too I want to read Asking for Trouble, which is just released. So sorry I can't remember his name. I'm literally gonna put it up here if I can find it. And then finally, I want to read Storm Echo by Nalini Singh. This is book number 6 in the Psy Changeling Trinity series. So the Psy Changeling series has 15 books, and then the Trinity series is a spinoff of that series. And we actually do see a lot of like the OG characters within this series. All I know is this follows a Psy and then a Changeling. I tried really hard not to look too much into the synopsis because like there hasn't been a book in this series that like I've hated. In fact, I was gonna do like a couple ranking video, and I've just been like, oh my God, I just love them all. Anyway, so yeah, I really want to read this one. I'm probably gonna listen to the audiobook. It's actually free with my Audible membership, which I didn't even know was a thing. So excited about that one. I'm gonna listen to that, and I really do want to get caught up on this series because she just released one this month. Well, in July, she just released one, and I can't even, I can't even read it because I'm like apparently 3 books behind. So I don't know where I've been. Obviously not on my Nalini Singh biz, but we're gonna get back there. All right, so that's it. I'm going back to work this month. I sound like I've been out of work. Anyways, I'm a teacher, and pre-planning starts in August, and then obviously we welcome students back. So as respectfully as I can say this, I didn't want to load down my hopefuls too much because Lord knows what I'm going to be going through in August. So thank you so much as always for watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe if you want to be part of the chaotic content that comes out on this channel. And as always, I'm going to catch you in the next video. Bye.